Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Porcelain Piggy and today we're visiting the Mattel store. It is the second week of June and unfortunately you're going to be watching this in July. I got a little behind with my videos. Never mind that. Let's go ahead and see what's on sale and what are some of the cool things that I found at the Mattel store. And so the first sign of sales came with the little rack that's on the right of the door as soon as you come in, where they have all the weekly sales. So every week they'll go ahead and change what items are for sale. Some as well will be the same, but they are advertised as the weekly savings and weekly deals. I did make a beeline to the Masters of the Universe section to see what collaborations they had, and this time around they had TNMT and Motu collaboration. They were also fully stocked with WWE items and belts, mostly because there was a WWE event scheduled to happen later on that day. When it comes to modern Polly Pockets, they have some really cute compacts of like Mama and Baby, which I think are completely adorable, such cute designs, but definitely not my cup of tea. The ones that I did find pretty interesting are just dinosaur compacts. They remind me of the Godzilla Polly Pockets. And with that, we moved on to the Monster High birthday dolls that were limited of one per style. We also saw that they had in the end cap of that aisle the Galinda doll for just $11 when we saw Elphaba on sale for $20 at the beginning of the video. So if you've been looking for them or been holding off to find them on sale, this is your time to snatch them. When it came to the rest of the Monster High dolls, they were not on sale and there was also no limit of how many you could purchase. Next up, we went into my favorite aisle, which is the Barbie aisle. I'm really in love with this packs where you can just create beautiful like summer scenes for your Barbie. You don't have to buy an extra doll just to get all the really cool accessories to create a nice scene for them. And I actually own a few of these pieces because they were sold individually in smaller packs before and they're really good quality. So I highly recommend them. What I don't recommend are the sweaters because they're so plain, boring, and overpriced. Talking about plain and boring, we move on to some of the Playline dolls, although these ones do have some exciting accessories and some okay fashions. We go also and look at our fashionistas. It looks like they are fully stocked with all the different styles of the fashionistas that have been released as of now. So if you've been looking for some specific ones, they do have them at the Mattel store. I love this face design because it reminds me of like the 90s Teresa's, and I really fell in love with that dress, so I did pick up one fashionista. Other than that, none of the other outfits were as exciting to me. One of the things I did like were those thigh-high boots that this girl is wearing, but I wasn't going to buy a 2-pack just to get a pair of boots. One of the things I like is that they're mixing and matching like old face sculpts with the new articulated bodies, which is kind of like what we've been doing in the doll community, but if you've been looking for a specific combination, now you can pretty much buy it. And if you're still looking for some of those movie cans, they do still have a lot available. I actually came for the Barbie basics and I did end up picking up one. I'll show you which one at the end of the video. Some of my favorite things that I love picking up here are the Inspiring Woman and the Barbie Signature line dolls, but I usually wait until they go on sale because they're a little bit above my Barbie budget for the month. The things that surprised me is the interpretation of this Ariel dress, like as she's coming out of the water, all those plastic accents to mimic the magic. I think they're amazing. Totally love it. And tell me why these girls are giving like bridesmaids to her. I also got my first look at the Barbie birthday wishes for this year. She's okay. And this is the Barbie wishes for last year. I really still want her and maybe I'll pick her up later on. We do have some of the Barbie Dream Besties available. Every single variation that has been announced is currently out and available for purchase at the Mattel store. So if you've been looking for a specific one, they have them there. They're fully stocked. If you're still looking for the Barbie RC car, they do still have some in stock. One of my reasons for visiting, apart from just being curious, was to see the Barbie Deluxe style dolls in person. I had seen them, but I just didn't like the material that they used for their fabric, and I thought that maybe in person would look a little bit different, and I still don't like them. From the entire collection, as it stands now, I only like her and Barbie's outfit because I think that you can play with those outfits a little bit more than what you can do with this super shiny over-the-top outfits. And yes, they're statement pieces, where Barbie doesn't need any more of those. She has so many. And I feel like creating stuff like that leads us to things like Dreamtopia that end up being just a waste of plastic. Yes, they have beautiful fantasy color hair, but the rest of the fit is just not there. Now, let's move on to things that we do enjoy, like the mini Barbie Land collections. I think those are cute, and I'm really excited about the new ones that are coming. And also, this Playland dolls that do bring additional accessories, and their clothes is just not too dramatic, but they have combinations that are a little bit more neutral. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And with that, we looked at the big deal item of the week. That means that if you match a certain amount in your purchase, you can pay an extra $10 to just get that item for $10 instead of the $39.99 that it usually retails for. I did go back to the Barbie aisle, and I noticed I had missed something, a re-release of the 1965 Barbie Miss Astronaut. Now that the aisle was a little bit more empty, I got a closer look into the Ballet Wishes Barbie and a couple of the other ones that were still sitting here on the shelves. With the dolls I wanted all picked out, I went ahead and made line. And as you're waiting, you can go ahead and browse through Mattel's 80th anniversary toys from Barbies, Magic 8 Ball, Uno cards, and of course Hot Wheels. One of the things I always do is save a little bit of my budget until checkout, because sometimes they'll have these exclusive items like this bucket hat and the charm bracelet, and of course this vintage Barbie Valentine's mug available for purchase but only at the register. That wraps up our shopping trip to Mattel. Don't forget, they do have the Play It Forward box. I will be donating some things there later on. But now let's head home and see what we picked up. I did pick up a fashionista. She's number 237, and she has this beautiful bow style outfit. I know bows are going out in fashion, but I still like this outfit. I'm not a fan of the hem, which I will redo into a straight hem, but I love the hair accessories that she brings and all the detailing in her outfit. I especially love her shoes, although unfortunately her heels were a little bit crooked. I also picked up model number 1 from the new Barbie Basics line, but I'll be opening that one in a different video, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys next time, and thanks again for watching and sticking around. Bye!